Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Today's episode is going to be a what can you get from that pack. I know, it's a little palate cleanser because basically entire month of August has been pack opening videos. Don't worry, I have a lot of new things coming up. We are really close to 4,500 subscribers and I do have a special for that. I'm actually going to be reviewing a Mercedes C43 AMG, so that's really nice. But yes, we're going to have a little palate cleanser, just a nice little what can you get from that pack episode in the middle of all the pack openings. I think there are just about maybe 7 or 8 more parts to go in the 22 million pack opening. More legendaries and more epics to come, of course. But today we're going to do a what can you get from the pack series because the 959 or the 959 Dakar finals are 4 hours away from starting. And the requirements, at least from what we've seen or what has been teased, is UK 4-wheel drive. Obviously that seems to be true because all of the prize cards from the qualifiers as well as the pre-eliminations have been UK 4-wheel drive, and I have to say the UK 4-wheel drive carbon fiber is a bitter pill to swallow. But with that said, let's get into the pack. Guys, here we go. The contents of the UK 4-wheel drive carbon fiber, which are basically the cars that you can get when you want to open packs for the final. So let's get into it. We're starting off with a Range Rover Evoque, a Range Rover Sport, and a Ford Escort RS Cos, where finally this car is actually kind of decent because it has decent handling, 4-wheel drive, and medium ground clearance. Now I have to say this pack is no bueno. Just straight off the bat, I know I give my verdict usually at the end, but this pack is a really bad pack, and you will see why. Moving on is the Vauxhall Calibra Turbo, the Jaguar X-Type, which is one of the ugliest Jaguars I've ever seen. The Land Rover Discovery Sport P250, now this one's actually decent. It's like the best Range Rover Ultra Rare. It's better than the Velar just because this thing is, I'm gonna put this in quotation marks, light. But yes, this is a good car. Everything else here, every other Range Rover that's ultra rare is basically trash. But moving on is the Land Rover SI4, the Range Rover Sport, the Range Rover P400e PHEV, the Range Rover Evoque, and now we go back to Ford with the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth 4x4. Now, I know I haven't really posted much about my channel or about my garage for a while. After the 22 million pack opening, I'll give you an update, kind of like a new style video on everything that is new. I ended tier 2 in the pre-eliminations or the preliminaries, and this was the tier 2 prize car, and I got this car again. I got it twice. So I got one from the carbon fiber and I got one because it was the prize car. They're both fused into my Lingenfelter already. That's another thing I want to talk about. I'm actually maxing out my Lingenfelter because you know, why not? But yeah, moving on is the Vauxhall Insignia VXR Super Sport along with the Range Rover Velar, which in my opinion is a massive disappointment, this car. Moving on is the Jaguar XER Dynamic S. That's a massive jump in ultra rare. It goes from 60 to 64. And finally, the Ford RS200. Things to take away from ultra rares, because after this is going to be epics. The only good ultras that I would really go for is the RS200 and the P250. You know, the other Ford, the one that I talked about, the Cosworth, is decent because medium, but it's not like the best. The two that I would really take away would be the RS200 and the P250. And if there are only two cars I'm really going to be happy about when it comes to all the ultras in this pack, you know it's a pretty bad start. But anyway, moving on to the epics, we start off with the, Vauxhall Insignia VXR Unlimited, which is basically one of the worst Great Exhibition epics in the game. Moving on is the Range Rover Evoque Autobiography Dynamic, along with the Range Rover 5.0 V8, which is a great car if you had it as an Ultra, and max it as an Ultra. Next one is the Land Rover Defender Works V8. I feel like almost every pack that Hutch releases, this is a car that you can get, which isn't a bad thing actually, because the Land Rover Defender Works V8 is an amazing car, and really I would give it the Blossom Choice tag along with the Ford RS200 and the Land Rover P250. Moving on is, oh my goodness guys, enjoy the ride because it's just going to be hell, because it's just going to be Bentley. Bentley Flying Spur, Bentley Continental GT, Bentley Continental GT, Bentley Continental Flying Spur, Jaguar. Okay, finally, a little break. This is like, you know, a break between all the pack opening videos I've been doing. Jaguar F-Pace 3.0. Oh, look at that. Back into Bentley. Bentley Continental GT. Bentley Continental GT V8S. Bentley Flying Spur W12. And I think next is the I-Pace. Yeah, Jaguar I-Pace. Finally, the second car that deserves, or the fourth, but the second epic that deserves the Blossom Choice tag, the Jaguar I-Pace. Amazing, this one. Amazing car. This, along with the V8 Works, along with the RS200, along with the P250. Anyway, moving on. Haha, what do you know? Bentley, yay. Bentley Flying Spur V8, Bentley Continental Super Sport Convertible, Bentley Bentayga Diesel, Bentley Flying Spur. Are we done yet? There's so many just crappy cars in this pack. Bentley Continental GT Speed Coupe. This one's decent. It's on the verge of me giving it Blossom Choice, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give it Blossom Choice because, you know, four-wheel drive 3985. It's gonna get smoked by the Evos anyway in anything twisty. Honestly, in fast circuit as well. Okay, maybe not fast circuit. No, not fast circuit. Not fast circuit, but it'll in anything twisty for sure. And of course, we have the Bentley Flying Spur W12. This car's not bad. You know, it's medium ground clearance, four-wheel drive, so you have that going for you. At least it's medium. Once again, could be Blossom Choice tag. I would just say just shy off that compliment. But yes, moving on to the legendaries. But can you see what I mean? You know what? I'll leave the rant until you've seen everything in here. Once we get to my verdict, then I'll rant. But yes, Range Rover Velar SVA Autobiography Dynamic Edition, long name, Range Rover Sport SVR. Congratulations, we have went through the entire Land Rover catalog. Yes, this is basically a Land Rover pack. Anyway, moving on is the Bentley Continental Breitling Jet Team Series. Oh god, here we go again. Bentley Continental Super Sports Convertible ISR. Bentley Continental GT Convertible #1 edition by Mulliner. Bentley Continental Super Sports. Oh god, no, I'm not even gonna name this thing. This thing is trash. Bentley Flying Spur. Bentley Continental GT3R. Bentley Continental GT V8. Bentley Continental GT #9 edition by Mulliner. ABCDEFGHIJK. There's a dolphin in my pants and it's called Tomato. Why are the names so long on these things? Bentley Continental GT. Bentley Bentayga V8. Bentley Continental Super Sports. Bentley Continental 24 Deadpool edition. The only good thing about this car is that it reminds me of Deadpool. Anyway, finally, that's it. Basically, the entire Bentley catalog is in this pack as well. But anyway, moving on is the Jaguar F-Pace SVR, the Jaguar F-Type R Coupe all-wheel drive, the Jaguar F-Type SVR Coupe, the Jaguar CX-75, and the best car you can get is the Jaguar CX-75. Basically, guys, if you want to win the 959 Dakar, if the finals have no off-road and it's just rain, or maybe just a little bit of rain but it's all asphalt, these are the only two cars you want from the entire pack. There are over 50 cars you can get from this pack, but let's be honest, if you won the 959 Dakar, you can only really wish on these two CX-75s. Everything else is just not good enough, really. 3390, 3386. I mean, 4 handling points. That's a massive difference. And then 2990. So yes, if we come to a point where there's no city streets medium, where, you know, even if there is rain, it doesn't matter. The CX-75 will destroy any standard. But yes, if there's no city streets medium, if there's no off-road and it's all asphalt, no matter what the weather conditions are, the CX-75s are the only two cars you want to get. Anyway, with that said, let me go into the verdict, and this one's gonna be a bit of a rant. So, obviously, when we go into buy cars, the option is not here right now, right? Because the finals are not out, but, you know, when the finals come out, we can expect a UK four-wheel drive carbon fiber. Now, who knows? They might change the requirements last minute like they did with the qualifiers. However, I think that is highly unlikely considering they've already given out prizes in the prelims as well as the qualifiers. So, with that said, let's say in about 4 hours' time, the four-wheel drive UK carbon is going to come out. And I have to say, this pack that is not in the store, but this pack that is about to come out, truly makes me want to quit the game. Eric recently quit, who is a massive bore, massive friend of mine, great person. He had a great garage, hit a 959, 918, Urus, Lancia LC2, you name it. He had all those prize cars, sold it all. He got about 40 million. You know, he just cashed out, quit the game, and really just, yeah, events like these make me think about those moments as well, because Hutch, why? First of all, this is the main thing I hate about this requirement, UK four-wheel drive. What if the final tracks had no off-road? What if? That would deem half of the entire pack to be completely useless. Because imagine this, right? You have the finals for the Dakar, and there's no off-road whatsoever. You open the pack thinking you want to get a car that's worth your time, or at least it can at least help you sustain some kind of position, and you get a Land Rover. What are you going to do? So, basically, the finals needs to be just a cluster. I can't say the other word, but I'm sure you know what I want to say. It has to be everything. It has to have rain. It has to have medium city streets, or just anything that requires medium ground clearance. It has to have dry asphalt. It has to have drags, but it also has to have off-road and motocross. And even when it comes to that, most of the Land Rovers you're gonna get are useless anyway, because the Land Rover V8 kills everything. It's just... I think there was a pack for a final a couple weeks ago. A couple months ago maybe, that I reviewed as well. I can't remember for what prize car. It wasn't the SCG because that was Italian, but I remember saying something like this, that there was a carbon fiber in the past where Hutch was like, okay, let's get all of the crappy Bentleys and all of the crappy, what was it, Land Rovers, put it together and sprinkle some Jags over it. I'm pretty sure there was a final just like that. And this is the same exact pack. They were like, let's just put the entire Land Rover catalog, let's put in the entire Bentley catalog, because we know nobody collects those cars, and there's a reason why nobody collects those cars, Hutch. Just because you make a final where you want to use cars that nobody collects because you think people will spend money to buy it, is not gonna happen, because those cars suck! They're bad. Guys, honestly, boycott the pack. I seriously, like, it's such a waste of money. The pack is a bitter pill to swallow. Like I said, the only two things that you can take away from this is the Jaguar CX-75s. Everything else is hot garbage. The only good Bentley is the quote-unquote 5-seater, and you can't even get it from the pack. They literally just said, let's add the whole entire Bentley catalog, but leave out the one good one. That's basically what this pack is. And the Land Rovers as well, they're all trash besides the V8. V8 works. It's such a bitter pill to swallow. You couldn't pay me to open this pack unless it was like £1 million or $1 million. But if you gave me like 10 bucks, or you even gave me 15, if you gave me $15, I get my money back if I open the pack, I would say no. Just no. It's just so bad. Yeah, what was I talking about? It's just a bad pack. Don't open the pack. I'm sure you know what my verdict is. My verdict is I'm not going to open it. Should you open it? Absolutely not. Guys, just at the end of the day, right? The 959 Dakar is not even worth the stress of opening these packs. I don't care, because it's not worth it. The 959 Dakar is not worth it. Even if you don't have it and you think, oh, I need an off-roader, a legendary, there are better options right there, out there, okay? Like, you know, imagine a rerun of an Audi S1 Quattro or the Peugeot Pikes Peak. Heck, you can even get those Lancia HF Deltas, which will probably be better. I'm not sure. I didn't put them next together, side by side, the 959 and the Lancias, but definitely the Pikes Peak and definitely the S1 Quattro are better cars. And of course, you know, the Lancia prize car that just came out recently as well, the off-road one, not the LC2. The Dakar's not worth it, okay? You're getting, what Hutch has done here is put out a, you know, slightly mediocre prize car, and they combine it with just one of the worst wrecks in the game. Honestly, UK 4-wheel drive, probably the worst final requirement this year, in my opinion, along with Italian convertibles. Because yeah, both of them were hot garbage, really. And the funny thing is, right, this is the second time we're actually seeing UK 4-wheel drive. If you remember the last time we had a prize car, it was one of the most useless prize cars ever given out, but Victory loves it so much. So Victor, if you're watching, shout out to you. It was this thing. It was the Vauxhall VXR8 GTS. You remember this? This was right before Great Exhibition dropped, and it was also UK 4-wheel drive. This was back then when the F-Types were the best cars you could get, and there weren't even Bentleys and Land Rovers you could get from that pack. Just like a little bit of Land Rovers, like 2 or 3, but now you can get like 6,000. But yeah, Great Exhibition didn't really make this pack better. They just added a bunch of filler Bentleys, and that's the last thing I want to talk about, right? Why do people love the Motorsport carbon fiber? Why is it one of the best packs in the game? Because most of the cars in the Motorsport carbon fiber are light, they have good MRA, and they have great handling. Okay, most of the cars are light, great MRA, good handling. Now let me tell you what a Bentley is, which is the majority of this pack, this UK 4-wheel drive pack. It's the opposite of everything from a Motorsport carbon fiber. They're heavy, they have bad MRA, and they don't handle for crap. This pack sucks. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this palette cleanser, guys. Just a nice little video to break up all the pack openings you've been seeing recently. But also, I hope you do enjoy this video. This is the last time you're going to see me recording from Singapore. I'm going to be moving after this. In fact, I'm already in the works of doing that. V8 works. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I like doing these. I mean, I don't know if people don't like to see me rant, but I like doing these. I genuinely like to rant about these packs because I get to be genuine, I get to be real, and I want you guys to know the truth. And the truth is, the UK 4-wheel drive carbon is one of the worst carbon fibers we're ever gonna see in this game, and one of the worst requirements we're ever gonna have this year. But with that said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Blossom out.